Hi everybody, it's Angie and welcome back to the Crochet Beginners series from Crafts at Home. Today we're going to be going through the Half Treble Crochet. In the US you'd know it as the Half Double Crochet, but don't worry, with all the patterns we will have an exclamation box at the bottom for which stitch you're going to be doing. So we're going to be using this double knit wool from Aldi today. It asks for a 4mm hook. So I've got both a 4mm for the main body of the crochet and a 5mm for the chain, so it isn't too tight. So we're going to start today with the slip knot. So as I explained in the previous video, you can do it your own way if you have one that you prefer, but this is the way that I always do it. So you take the tail end of your yarn and make a loop. You then twist the loop 180 degrees and then pick up the working yarn, not the tail yarn, and pull it through and tighten it off. And the way I always know that I've got the right end is when it slides through to loosen and tighten. It's the working yarn that's sliding, not the tail yarn. So we're going to start off with the 5mm hook to make the initial chain, and that way the piece doesn't curl as you're going. So as with all the swatches, we're going to start by chaining 10, and it's just yarn round and through the loop on the hook, yarn round through the loop on the hook, until you've got a total of 10 chains. Now you never count the chain or the loop that's on the hook, it's always from the hook onwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we need a turning chain to get the height of the stitch, and for the half treble it's going to be a chain of 2. So now I've got 12 chains altogether. I'm going to pull that slightly and swap over to the 4mm hook. Now this has got an extra step than the double crochet if you followed that before. So what you do to start with is you take your yarn round the hook before you do anything. You then find the third chain from the hook. So again, you don't count the one that's on the hook, it's 1, 2, 3. You put your hook through that chain, yarn over and pull through, and you'll have 3 chains on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So again, yarn over, put your hook through the next chain along, yarn over and pull through. You then yarn over and pull through all 3. It's slightly quicker to do this one than the double, and it also is slightly higher, so you'd tend to find that your work will start to grow quite quickly with this stitch, and it's a nice stitch as a beginner. So again, yarn over, hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. Sometimes if you've got it a bit tight you might need to do them separately. So yarn over, through the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. So we'll just carry on to the end now, and I'll show you how to go onto the second row. And there we go, that is the final loop in the chain. So we're going to carry on now and do the turning chain. Now as we did on this end, it was chain 2 extra for the row. So the chain 2 is the height of a half treble crochet. So you chain 2 and turn your work. You'll be able to see you've got your 2 chains there, and then you've got the top of the first stitch. So we do exactly the same. You yarn over, put your hook under the loops, but what you need to make sure is you've got the back and the front loop, and it looks like an arrow. So you pull that through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So yarn over, go through both the back and the front loops of the stitch on the previous row, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So I'm going to continue on this row now, and I'll meet you at the end where I'll show you where you can see the final stitch. So I'm just finishing now the last but one stitch, and then you'll see that it doesn't sit straight, it actually slides down around the corner. So if you turn the work towards you a bit, you'll actually see the V. So just make sure you slip under both parts of the V there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through your last 3 loops to create your last stitch. So we're going to finish this piece off now by cutting it. We're going to pull that through and then pull it slightly tighter to finish off the edge. So if I bring in the piece from the last tutorial we did together, which is the double crochet, if I put them side by side, you can actually see where the height difference is on these. And you'll see them all together at the end. So you can see there that the half treble crochet does in fact build up quicker than the double crochet, and that's still 2 rows of each. Don't forget to join us for the next video where we're going to be doing the treble crochet. Bye for now.